could be hiring a new company to get your kids to and from school.
Board members will hear the proposal for the new service tomorrow night. Ahead of that meeting, 6 News' Joe Harris talked to officials about the potential provider.
After years of busing frustrations, Omaha Public Schools is considering a change. OPS has been under contract with Student Transportation of America for about a decade, but that contract expires this summer, and the district's Student Transportation Executive Director will be going to the school board to recommend a new contract with Zoom Services, Inc.
Their whole proposal centered around students and student safety. They embrace alternative fuel plan and environmental sustainability.
Salas says Zoom also has a robust training program for its drivers, including safety training several times throughout the year.
We looked at the curriculum, and it was real specific, not just for regular education. They also offer training for special education.
But he knows there will be some challenges, specifically with the continued driver shortage.
It's still a shortage, and therefore we do expect there will be some challenges with this transition due to that shortage. But one of the things that we were impressed with when we were evaluating Zoom Services' proposal is their commitment to recruitment, ongoing throughout the year.
In Thursday night's agenda, the estimated contract cost is more than $18.5 million, but Salas says that's based on this year's routes. He expects the number of routes for buses to go up for the 2024-25 school year, which means that price could change. He says he would have a more accurate price by this summer. On your side, Joe Harris, 6 News.
OPS says it will continue using services from First Student Inc., which had signed a 1-year contract for the 2023-24 school year.